Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today is going to be a very different video than what I usually post. I've posted sit down videos before, like when I made my middle school experience video, but that was a little over a year ago. Also, please ignore this pimple on my face. I don't feel like putting a pimple patch on right now. But today, I'm just going to be talking about a few things that have been on my mind that I really want to talk to you guys about that I really wouldn't be able to in my other videos that will be coming out because, I mean, y'all probably don't know this, but now I have like a whole schedule of videos because I have been taking YouTube more seriously recently, but like a month ago, I made a list of videos that I want to do and what date they are going to be posted. Again, ignore my lopsided eyes. Happens every time. And this list goes from now to the end of January of next year. So, and then there's videos on this list that are like TBD, that I don't know when I'm gonna do them, but they're on there, you know? So I'm constantly getting new ideas, but that's besides the point. Today I'm just gonna talk about like a few things. Hopefully it isn't too long. I'm gonna try and get through them as quick as I can while trying to give the best explanation. And if this is your first video you're watching of me, well, you're gonna be tuned into some lore and tea. So the first thing I want to talk about, which is probably like the most important one, is my album. Now, if you've been watching me for like from the last year, probably I'd say I do release music. It isn't the best. I'm self-aware of that, but I do it because I like doing it, and you know, it's fun for me, so I do it. And if you follow my Instagram or really anything, or just keep in tune with me and my channel and everything and my socials, you would know that I had my second album scheduled to release in September. Now you're wondering, it's almost 3 months later and it's not here. I'm finally going to give an explanation on why and, you know, the future plans with that. And if you see me looking over here, I'm just looking at what I have written down to talk about. So basically why it wasn't released at that time was, one, because it felt kind of unfinished. There was a few tracks that I felt were misplaced in it, that didn't really belong, that didn't sound the best, like kind of trash. I was working on which ones that I wanted to keep in it, and then ones that I wanted to write and add to it. And then there was also a situation that was happening like the week before, like something happened the week before I was supposed to release it, and you know, it kind of made me want to take a break from, you know, music and really reacting to music on my channel, like other people's music. I'm not gonna get into that because that's like really too personal to put on this channel, but that's also why, and because it really did feel unfinished. But yeah, that's really why. It's pretty simple. And something happened with the second single that I released. It was a big misunderstanding. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you can find it on Reddit. I explained it over there. I don't know if anybody saw it because it was made a few months ago and I never could find the post, but I explained that on there. So if you want to see that, I'm sure you can find it. But that's really it. Now, future plans with it, this is actually pretty recent, so I am excited to share you guys that it will be coming out. It will be coming out kind of soon, actually, but I'm not going to give y'all a release date just yet. You're going to have to wait a little bit. Sorry, because I do have another thing in the works with music right now. If you saw last year, I did release a Christmas EP, and I do plan to do one of those again this year, so that'll be coming first. Probably, it's in my notes. I'm just going to give y'all a sneak peek of when it's going to come out because I'm probably going to start working on it this weekend. It's going to be coming out the 21st of December. So there you go. There you guys go. Something to look forward to if you do enjoy my music or anything. I'll be doing 3 songs. You won't know which ones they are until it's released, but I'm really excited to do them. So yeah, hope you guys like that and stay tuned for that. Static is coming. And also another thing, the album cover kind of was trash too. So I'm going to try and work on that too. But yeah, just if you guys were worried or anything, or were like wondering where it was or was it coming, it is coming. Don't worry, but I'm not going to give you the release date just yet. Now, the second thing is, that was a lot of talking. It's almost 7 minutes of when I'm recording this. The next thing I wanted to talk about is my collabs that I've been doing, mainly with, well, usually only my cousin Sadie. I just want to talk about why there's been so many recently, if you guys don't like them, because me and her love doing them, and they do tend to get a good amount of views for me and my taste. Not taste, like preference of what is a good amount of views for my channel. I'm already out of breath, I'm talking so much. The reason there's been so many collabs is because we've started to hang out so much more, and ever since we made the summer vlog, we've loved making videos together. And some of the time it's literally her who, when we plan to hang out, she's like, we should make a vlog of this, and I'm like, totally. So that's why. That's a pretty short one, but that's why we've just been hanging out so much recently. So if you don't like them, I'm sorry, because they're gonna keep coming, because we do hang out a lot, and we do like vlogging our experiences and what we do, even if it's just going to Starbucks or shopping or something like that. We like to do it because we think we're pretty funny people, and we're pretty enjoyable to watch. So hope you guys feel the same way, but that's why. Now for a big section. I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a little bit into my personal life. And things have been added to this, because this video has been planned for like, I want to say like a month or two. Like, I've been wanting to talk about so many things, but it's kept being pushed down the list of videos I wanted to do, and I'm finally getting to it. There's 4 things that I want to talk about in my personal life that I would just like to share. So if you are a drama lover, tea lover, you're gonna want to listen into this section. And hopefully I can put like timestamps down below and like timestamp the topics. So if that it shows on your screen, let me know below, because sometimes it won't let me on my screen. But yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is my school life. I am still homeschooled, and this year has been one of the most stressful years of my school life. Like, I'd seen people on TikTok and YouTube and really social media say that sophomore year was literal hell on earth. I never believed them. I thought they were being dramatic. They're not being dramatic. And I'm pretty good in school. Last year, first year of high school, I got mostly all A's, I believe. But this year, it's been so terrible, because one, my program switched like bases. If you're in K-12, that's the one I'm in, you probably know that they switched algorithms to like Canvas is what it's called, and it's very hard to navigate, and it's very difficult and very stubborn with things. I mean, also, it's just my classes this year. I legit like 1 or 2 classes that I have, and for my future career, it involves biology. So I was excited when I found out that I'd be taking biology for this year. But the teacher I have for it, it's like, please, can you guys tell me if this is normal for a biology class? Like, for Thursdays and Fridays, I do my Friday work, but literally every day before I said something, because they did say something, I emailed my teacher about this very nicely, by the way. I wasn't rude or anything, but like, she would assign so much work. It was insane. There was one time where, because again, the canvas is very difficult and it sometimes shows like nothing when you have like multiple assignments that day. There was one day where I got an email and it was like, you need a 60% or higher to pass this class. And last time I checked, I had a B. So I go check my grade and I have a D in the class. I'm like, what? Where did this come from? Like, because I've been doing all my work. I've been keeping in check. Like, I've been keeping up. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do, attending every class. Like, it was very confusing. So I go to look at my grades tab. Guys, I had 20 plus missing assignments. A D in the class. So I spent all day from 9:30 to literally 9 that night, like 12 hours doing this schoolwork. Now, I could have broken it up, but it was on a Thursday, and I usually do my Friday work on Thursdays because, well, you guys really don't need to know that, but I do it for a reason. And it was ridiculous because, again, she assigns so much work. Even the work that shows, there was one time I had 3 quizzes, 2 50-question tests, three gizmos labs, if you know what those are. Like, that is an insane amount of work for one day. 1 or 2 days, that work put together. And mostly just one. It's all of that in one day. Like, do you guys, is that normal? Like, is that normal for you guys in public school? Or really any other class? I don't think that's normal. That shouldn't be normal. That is so much workload. And I know it's biology. It's a lot of information. But is it really necessary to have that much work involved for a single day and then more like that every other day of the week? I don't think so. But yeah, it's just been very stressful, and the only thing keeping me motivated from literally not jumping off of a cliff is literally doing YouTube, because I love doing YouTube. My friends, family. It's just so much. Like, and I'm scared for the upcoming years. Not really senior, because my best friend Ella, she's a senior, and she says it's pretty easy on her. So I'm guessing it's just the sophomores and juniors in high school that have it rough. But it's been rough for me, I'll just say. The next thing is my music reactions, and some bad news with that. And it doesn't have to do with every artist, it's just one in particular. So if you guys know my channel, again, for the millionth time I've said that. If you know my channel, you know that I started doing music reactions a little less than a year ago, or a little over a year ago. And very recently, they've started to do so well indeed, that my most popular video is from like years ago, and it was a karaoke. 40,000 views. Second is a tit for tat reaction. 5,000 views. And that was like, what, a month ago? Like, they do so well. So not only do I love doing them because I love listening to music, I love music in general, and to share that with you guys, that's just, it's amazing. And I love that they do well, so I can continue doing them, and a lot of people will see it. And I also keep them clean, well, for the most part clean, so that kids can watch them and enjoy them without having to hear all that stuff. So I love doing them. But if you guys didn't catch, I did react to Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. Amazing album, by the way. And I did post a reaction to it, but something happened with that I'm not going to get into, and I did have to take it down. And doing that, and everything that followed, I probably won't be listening or reacting to Sabrina Carpenter anytime soon. That might change. Hopefully it'll change, because I love Sabrina Carpenter and I love her music, but something happened and it just won't be able to be posted on my channel. Actually, same with Taylor Swift. because I tried to react to The Life of a Showgirl, and literally the second it uploaded, it was banned from copyright. Now, all my other music reactions are copyright, like, I don't know what it is. It's not like it's kind of like a warning, but not really. It just gets banned in, like, Russia and Belarus. And it doesn't really have an effect. But that video got banned immediately. Like, it was gone. Nobody could see it. And I was like, oh. So I spent like 3 hours editing it just for that to happen. Okay. But yeah, it's very frustrating, both of them. And I don't really... Don't hate me. I don't care for Taylor Swift's music nearly as much as Sabrina. So it did sadden me when I had to make the decision to not post her. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that. Next is probably something I'm not going to talk about. Actually, I don't need to talk about that. That happened a long time ago. It's in my notes, but I don't really want to talk about it. Because, again, it was a long time ago, and it's not really relevant anymore. It had to do with my ex-best friend, and if you know me, you know what happened. So we're not gonna get into it. If you want to know, DM me on my Instagram, I'll tell you, but I don't want to say it in this video. I don't want this to be too long. The next thing is actually scary, and it happened like yesterday. Not yesterday, like 2 days ago. And I thought it'd be like funny to tell you guys, because it was scary for me and probably a little traumatizing, but you know, you guys gonna know, like, why not? I'll tell y'all. So basically, to sum it up, me and my best friend almost got kidnapped. Soft launch. Yes, I did almost get kidnapped. And I'm gonna tell you how it happened. So before you tell me I'm dramatic, please just listen to the whole story, please. So hopefully you guys are still here. Hopefully this isn't boring, but I just wanted to say these few things. But here we go. So basically, me and my best friend Ella, she came over to my house, and we were hanging out. And after church, she came back to my house, and we were outside in my yard walking around. Now, I know this is probably stupid, but we're teenagers. Like, it's funny. And we'd done it before. Like, we had done it before when we were outside in the daytime, but this was nighttime. So she had dared me to, like, funnily wave to the cars, like a crackhead or something. And there was a car coming down my road. And I did it, and then they started slowing down. And I stopped doing it because I was like, whoa. So my driveway is right here. They were coming down, they started to slow, and then stop. So that's when I, like, went. And so did she. But she was holding my cat. That's important, a little bit. She was holding my cat. And it was still there. So I started to run. And I thought she was running behind me. And I look over when I reached my house, because we have a long driveway. So I reached my house. And she's walking 15 feet away from the car. She's walking with my cat in her arms. I'm like, what are you doing? But eventually the car just, like, goes back down the road. And there's a dirt road beside my house. So, and since it was night, you could definitely see, like, headlights going all the way up, hear it, because we'd heard it before and seen it before that night. So it went down the road, and I went back down to her, and we were like, whoa, like, what was that? And our first thoughts were, like, they thought we were, like, drunkies or something, because what I was doing to the car, what I was waving and stuff, we weren't drunk. We're naturally drunk. We don't need alcohol for that. That's just how we act. But we thought it was that. We thought the people in the car were like, what are these kids doing in the middle of the night doing all that? And they stopped to, you know, do that. So we didn't think about it, and we continued to walk around our house, well, my house, for like 20-30 more minutes. It's like 8:30 at this point now. And while we're joking about it and laughing and stuff and just talking about other things, she goes, do you, like, want to go check for footprints in case that wasn't what we thought and it wasn't so wholesome? And I was like, actually, yeah. So I pull out my phone, and we start slowly walking to the end of my driveway. And I have my flashlight on. And I get to the end of the driveway. And it was dark when I got down there. Like, you could not see anything. And then at the end of that road where you turn to go on the dirt road, at the beginning of it, headlights turned on. So I started freaking out. Like, I was like, what? And then I saw a blinker light. So while we were talking about, like, is that like the same person? Were they there the whole time? As soon as we said that, they literally turned and sped off. And it was the same car that stopped. So we were like, okay, so this isn't wholesome anymore. They were waiting at that spot for 30 or like 20-30 minutes, just sitting there in silence. No lights, no radio, no engine, nothing. Because we would have heard it go down the road, but we didn't. We would have heard it go up the dirt road, seen it. We didn't. And we would just keep talking. So like, they sat there and listened to our conversation. Like, for that long, they just sat there. So yeah, also let me know down below if I'm being dramatic or not. But that was really, really creepy. My phone's went out of storage twice, so I'm gonna try and hurry it up again. So actually, we already went over the Christmas cover, the Christmas EP, but there's also another thing that I thought about. This is gonna be quick. Along with writing my own music, I really like doing covers of things, and like, I thought it would be fun, like a fun idea, if you guys would want me to, obviously, because I'm not gonna post it if nobody asks for it, but I thought it would be fun to, you guys recommend albums, and then I post covers of the whole album, like a whole cover album. Like, I feel like that would be fun, and, you know, like, obviously, I wouldn't and try to claim it as my own, you know, like, say, for instance, somebody recommended Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. I would cover every song on the album, and then post the whole cover album on my YouTube. So if you guys would want that, I feel like that would be a fun idea. So comment down below if you would like that. And then an album you would want me to do. If you do, it's okay if you don't. But yeah, I thought that would be fun. So the next big thing I want to talk about is a really good idea that I have. A really fun one. And I've always wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a little bit. But I want to start an interview podcast with celebrities, like singers, actors, actresses, influencers, YouTubers, like the whole shebang, and maybe some of my friends, you know, to spice it up a little bit, make it feel more homey. And I know interview podcasts are usually done in person, but for me, I live in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's gonna want to fly out here. I'm not gonna do that. So it would be virtual, and I do have an idea, like a set, what we would do, questions, something else, and then something else. I'm not gonna give it to you because I want to do it. There will be a video next week correlating to this, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, I am going to be starting an interview podcast, hopefully, if somebody is willing to be on it. But I won't talk about that yet. I'll talk about it in next week's video. But yeah, it's going to be called the OMG Pod. Like, that's fun, right? I know it's cringy and a little corny, but I love it. I'm gonna be starting a podcast like that, hopefully soon. And I'm not gonna be doing it like every week. It'll be like every 2 weeks or something. Like Quinlan Blackwell with her feeding starving celebrities. Like that kind of regularity in episodes. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that. Hopefully it's very fun to do. And I'm very excited to do it, and very excited to do next week's video that relates to that. But I'll go more into it on that. But that's really everything this video has. Everything I want to talk about, I've already done it. Quicker than I wanted to, but that's okay. I feel like I explained it good enough. If you guys like this yapping, basically, video and hearing me just talk about things, give it a big like down below and subscribe for more content from me or more content like this. I always appreciate video ideas, so if you want me to do something specific, let me know down below. I will add it to my notes, and we'll do it someday, because I love taking suggestions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, I love you.